Welcome back everyone and to episode 2 of my Trophy List monthly review series where I'll be taking a look back at the month of June as a whole, looking at the games I've been playing, the trophies I've been earning as well. If this is the first time you see me, I'm Platinum Jangus or Jeff in the crazy real world that we live in today. I've also got some other great videos that you can check out, so feel free to have a look at those. If you are enjoying the content, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and also make sure we stay till the very end. We've got some well-deserved Discord shout-outs coming. So before we get on with the video today, there is just something I wanted to highlight. Basically what's happened is I've woken up this morning to quite a lot of comments through the channel. Upon opening the notifications, it does seem, for whatever reason, there's all these kind of spamming comments where, I mean, from what I've found out, I've had a little dive into it and it looks like people out there are creating channels, they're using people's logos, mine in this case, and then replying to people's comments, basically making it seem like they've won something. I mean, I'd like to think that you guys out there are wise enough not to click on it, but I just wanted to make it clear that this isn't me. After looking into it further, it does seem it's happening quite a lot across YouTube, so it isn't just kind of my channel, it's happening on quite a lot of people's. From what I've looked at, and what they're effectively trying to do is get you to kind of go through contacting them via WhatsApp, ultimately trying to lead you into investing in cryptocurrency, it seems. I mean, there might be other things as well, but that's kind of what I'd established. But yeah, I just wanted to make it clear that I'm not spamming you guys. It's certainly not coming from me. So yeah, if you are seeing this, just ignore it, and at the moment I'm just jumping on them as quick as I possibly can and getting those comments removed, of course. So yeah, now that that's kind of out the way and hopefully cleared up a little bit, we'll move on with today's video. So yeah, we're going to look at the month of June. We're going to have a little look at the games I've been playing, of course the trophies I've been earning, as well as the platinums I've achieved over the past month. We're also going to include all you amazing guys in the Discord as well. I definitely feel that you guys, deserve a mention. The Discord wouldn't be what it is without you guys, and I feel it's certainly something I'd like to bring up on a monthly basis, getting through all of you and seeing what you've been playing. I know we see them through the reviews as and when I get to you, but there are some people now whose profiles I've done, and then we're not kind of seeing all of these amazing games that they've finished since. So yeah, we'll have a look. We'll take a look at some of the my stats first, and we'll save the best till last, which is you guys. We'll run over the kind of the face stats. We'll have a look at maybe where I was a month ago and see where I am now, and then I'll just show you some of the grubby games I've been playing over June. So looking at the trophy level, then I was 663. Kind of coming into June, so we've pushed that up by 6 levels. Not majorly important, but it's increased by 6 nevertheless. The total trophies, I was on 15,781 as of the sort of the first review, if you will, and I'm now on 16,042, as you can see. So I've gained 261 trophies over the past month, which isn't too bad. It's a fair amount, but again, I've played a couple of easy games which we'll get to. I'll kind of hold my head in shame and I'll probably have a little cry on camera, but it is what it is. Platinums then, I was on 397 and this is now on 407, so 10 platinums achieved in the past month. We won't look too much at gold, silver, bronze. They're not majorly important. I was more looking just the total and the platinums on that one. Looking at the games played then, so we've got 486. So I've got the information in front of me here. So I played 478 games last month. So I've played another 8 games. So the fact I've had 10 platinums, you'll be able to see I've actually gone back to 2, which I was quite pleased about doing. The completed games, I was on 380, we're now 388, so plus 8 there. The completion's gone up a little bit, which I'm quite happy with. I think last time when I'd done the review, I just started a couple of games and it almost diluted that a little bit, which was a bit of a shame. Same with the unearned trophies, which we'll get to in a moment. So I'm glad to see that go up. It was 94.23, so we've had an increase of 0.43%, which is nice to see. I want to try and go through some of my unfinished games now and try and get it to 95 at least, and then see what we can do from there. The unearned trophies were at 1028, so because I've finished a couple of games and earned a lot of trophies in games that I'd only just started, that has come down. So yeah, 1028, I've brought that down by 77, which is good to see. And the trophies per day, that was 5.73, so we've had a small increase on that, but again, that's down to some of the easy games, of course. The views have jumped up a little bit. It was at 2096 when I'd done this last month, so it is jumping up quite quickly now. I don't know if it's since I've been doing these videos and people are maybe keen on having a little look at mine, see what I've been doing, probably checking to see if I'm in a position to scrutinize anyone, which I absolutely am not. I just enjoy doing this and, you know, giving my opinion. You know, no one wants to hear my voice usually in the real world, so you know, you come on the internet to do it and people are forced to listen then. So we'll have a little look at the games. What I'll do is I'm going to drop it down to kind of where it started, and I can already hear people laughing at what they can see, but whatever. I'm going to take it to here. The reason I'm going to do this, I know these bottom two, the Jumping Pizza and Kruger, wow, yeah, looking back at them, I'm cringing myself, I know. Although these were done in May, when I'd done the last, the previous month, if you guys have watched it, I actually did drop it a little early because I was actually going away for a few days, and I was a little conscious I wasn't going to get a video out in time, and I was quite convinced I wasn't going to do any gaming as well. So I'd done the video, we uploaded it, and then I had a couple of hours before we started to travel. So what I'd done was done a couple of easy games just because I knew I wasn't going to be earning any for quite a few days, and me being me, I was obviously worried about the ranking, which I am obsessed with it, as I continue to say. But what I'm going to do actually, because I did kind of skip over that stat, and it's just to kind of give you a bit of an idea as well. So when we'd done this kind of at the end of May, I was actually 3,986 in the world, and I was 443rd in the UK. So it kind of gives you an idea with these easy games, with some of the big games I've got the platinum for, which you'll see, and also the plethora of trophies I've earned in other games where I'm not far away from the platinum now. Even with all that effort and all those trophies, I'm still dropping down. So it kind of really gives you an idea of what you have to do if you want to progress on the leaderboard. It's been there for a long time. I've just kind of been hovering. You know, if you do want to go further up, I'd have to be playing, you know, all these other easy games that I've seen popping up at the moment, as well as, you know, stacking them multiple times, which I try and stay clear of. I don't mind playing the easy stuff, but I tend to just do it the one time, and that's, you know, kind of enough for me. So back to the games then. So Jumping Pizza and Kruger done at the end of May, and then I did come home and finish Anthem, which I was very, very pleased about. I know this kind of is generally quite mixed, probably more hated than loved, it seems. I really, really enjoy the game. I think my only criticism of it is there probably isn't enough content, but the gameplay for me is so slick, it's so smooth and fluid and enjoyable. You know, I can fly around as Iron Man or War Machine, you know, whatever. It just feels so good, and it's very satisfying to me. I know it wasn't for everybody, and they expected a little bit more, but I really liked it. And because I'm on kind of this mission, if you like, to go back and clear up some of the games, this is one that I wasn't far away from doing, so I put that on the list. It was a case really of finishing off one of the javelins. I hadn't quite done all the challenges within that. I believe it was what's the quick one? Is it the Interceptor? The very, very fast one? I believe it is. I could be wrong. We'll have a look. I think it was the Interceptor had that, and there was a couple of the challenges which are all built into the Bastion Challenges trophy, where it's collecting certain collectibles and runes and things. And it was taking forever. Even looking at guides, it was crazy, because what the guides were saying is one collectible might appear in several different places within the area, so not all guides are actually 100% accurate. So I might watch a guide, it might not be where they're telling me it is, and then I may need to, you know, find another one. in the end actually searching for the specific collectible on their own. For anyone who's struggling with Anthem, if you were to search on YouTube for the particular collectible you're after, and maybe using in the keyword easy method or cheesy way or something like that, there are several videos where it kind of shows you how you can get a collectible to just constantly respawn by simply flying away from the area and coming back. So you don't even have to go back to Fort Tarsis, sit through loading screens, go back in. You can simply fly maybe 30 feet away, so you're just kind of doing a bit of a lap, and the collectible keeps showing back up 90% of the time. I was very lucky, it just kept appearing, and then maybe 1 in 30 laps it wasn't there, and I'd either have to fly away or on the odd occasion just go back to Fort Tarsis, come back in and do it. But it was so much quicker than looking for them, so I was actually able to get through it quite quickly in the end, which I was very, very happy with. So the next one, yeah, we won't talk about jumping fries. Wow. And there's more. I think there's like the jumping sandwich now, the jumping soda. Next month when you see this, probably have done them, because yeah, I'm sweaty. Why not? Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I already had the platinum for, so I can't go in and say we've got the platinum. I had that a while back, pretty much when the game first came out. The reason this is on here is I've been playing the Dawn of Ragnarok DLC, which I actually thought was a very, very good DLC, in all honesty. It wasn't quite as long as how it was kind of suggested initially. I was hearing things of like 20 to 40 hours depending on how you play, that kind of thing. I'd done everything and I really did take my time with it, and it was probably more like 10 to 15 hours. But it was really good. I really liked how they added a lot more game mechanics in terms of some of the powers. I won't go into them too much, but I honestly recommend checking it out if you've got Valhalla and you may be on the fence about picking the DLC up. It really does add a new dynamic with all of these new powers that Odin has. Lump jump is very easy. It's not quite as easy as the jumping hot dog, but you are, in layman's terms, just jumping up platforms until you eventually reach the top. And that's the platinum. And as you can see, it took me 4 minutes 22 seconds, and that was actually a bad run. I did actually fall a couple of times, but yeah, it's very, very short. Jumping hot dog, no one wants to talk about that. Or weapon blocks, 1 minute 58 seconds. Don't even understand how the game works. I seen a guide for it. I thought, why not? Because another platinum. Even the person who created the guide didn't know how it works. What they've basically said is just press on the D-pad, up, right, down, left, over and over and over. Eventually the numbers will move around. You may lose or fail, and then you just reboot it up, but it's all the scores added together. So even though you're starting again, you still have the score that you've already built up, so you're going to get the platinum eventually. But yeah, very easy. And also the Spidey D. I feel like this has been a bit of a sweaty month, but I'm hopefully going to get a little bit more credit back for some of the stuff that's coming up. Hopefully I can redeem myself. That's my mission from this moment. So let's forget about the last 5-10 minutes. Apart from Anthem, Valhalla, they're respectable. So Crash Bandicoot was another game that I had on my list of games to go back to. I'm going to actually do another video on this of the games that I've left unfinished for a number of reasons, not necessarily because I can't do them. It's more just time, and then I buy a new game, get excited and want to play it, and then it's just been left at like 60-70%, so I do want to go back to them. So I've made a short list to start with. Anthem was on there, and then Crash Bandicoot, because I only needed 6 relics in order to get the platinum. So I'd already done everything else. It was just some time trials, and my wife has already done this as well, and I thought, she's a great gamer, don't get me wrong, she's absolutely brilliant, but I thought if she can do it, I can definitely go back in and get this done. So yeah, I persevered. I actually started with the Stormy Ascent mission as well, which is why I've got it to 100%. I thought if I'm going to put myself through it, I'm doing the most difficult challenge first, and if I can do that, I can do anything. So it did take me probably a couple of hours in the end, maybe 2 hours, just trying to understand the level, the layout, the platform movements, the enemies, and sort of the birds going across. It did take a little bit of understanding, but it's actually not so bad once you can just understand how the level works. After that, everything was very straightforward. Sunset Vista was probably the most chewy one. I'd already done the High Road way back, so that one was already done, and it wasn't actually that bad. But Sunset Vista, I think because it's such a long level, the gold time is like over 4 minutes. There's obviously a much longer time frame to make a mistake, where some of these other ones are like a minute long, so it's not so bad. But yeah, very, very happy to box that off. It is a 7 out of 10. It is very, very difficult. I've already done the third one, so it's just the second one to box the trilogy off, and then I don't know if I can do it, but we'll try number 4 maybe at some point. I don't know. I'm not sure if I've got the bottle. I've just bought Super Meat Boy as well because it was £2 something. But yeah, I'm just kind of trying to find the will to give it a go, really, because I've seen people play it. I've seen a lot of stuff on it, and it does look absolute madness. So we've got Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. I've been playing this pretty much since release. I've earned a lot of trophies in this since the last review a month ago, but still not got the platinum, just purely because it is just a ginormous collectathon, as I keep saying in videos, and you guys probably know as well. You know, there's just no need for 1,200 Kyber bricks and 8 million side missions and all these challenges of finding, 85,000 lost Wookiees on, hundreds of different planets. It is just, there's no need for it. And I keep saying and going back to the same kind of part, but I would much prefer if they had sort of fleshed out the films a bit more in the story. There's certain missions that you play that literally last 60 seconds, and I would much prefer them to have fleshed that out, so I could have really enjoyed what they were going for, instead of just all these collectibles. It's good if you like Star Wars, but I could see how people would put this down and get a bit fed up after a while. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge, absolutely love it. Not finished yet, as you can see, but we're getting there. It's just a case of leveling up all the characters. I need to see the ending with all characters, which I know you can kind of just replay the last mission. And then there is the case of doing Shredder with no damage, but I know there is a way around that, so that should hopefully be done sooner rather than later. But yeah, absolutely love the games growing up, love the Turtles in general growing up. One of those things growing up in the 90s, like cartoons that just you would absolutely love. But yeah, just to play with that kind of retro art style still in place. And the soundtrack's so good as well, especially playing with friends. It's a bit messy, especially when you've got all 6-7 players on screen, or 6 players on screen, sorry. It's just crazy. There's times where I don't even know where my character is. I'm just smashing square in, just on the hopes that I'm hitting people and not getting punched myself, finding that you're having to press, I think it's L2 to get the indicator above your head to see where you are. It's crazy messy, but crazy fun. Absolutely love it. Team Sonic Racing, which again is more chipping away, but I really need to make a bit of a move with this, hopefully today, because I do have F1 22 coming, and I know it's a very different type of driving game, but I only tend to try and have one of each type of game on the go if I can help it. So I'll probably just in between F1 chip away at the expert mode and getting all the stars and keys in the maps, but we're slowly getting there. Tomb Raider, I didn't expect to have on here. This is a massive thanks to a couple of gents in the Discord, which we will certainly bring up in a moment. I dropped it in there just asking if anyone had it, because as you guys probably know, the lobbies are completely dead. You cannot get some of the multiplayer trophies now. There's some that you can kind of boost a little bit, but there are a few. I needed one for killing more than one person with an explosion, the winning all the multiplayer modes, that kind of thing, and there's just not enough people to start these matches. But we've managed to get those out the way. All I need to do now is buy everything and level up to level 60, which I know you can do in solo. I forget the name of the game mode, but you can kind of just go in on your own, picking up containers and dropping it into the right zone, running backward and forward until the game's finished. You're getting quite a lot of score for doing that in maybe 10 minutes, and it's probably the most efficient way of getting to 60. So I'm hoping to, in between one of the games, get that done. And then finally, the last game, which I finished last night, and I'm glad I did, so I can now talk about it. I was worried I wasn't going to get through in time and then just be left with like one trophy to go. Yeah, Elden Ring, absolutely loved it. It was really, really good. I think my only criticism, and you guys have probably seen this on bits of my social media, I just think the world was far too big for what it is, and because these From Software games don't have a huge narrative anyway, you're only speaking to the odd NPC, and even then they're just whispering to you. It's not massively engaging in that sense. I do feel the world felt a bit empty at times. Yes, it's littered with loads of ghouls and soldiers and monsters and everything else, but you can go hours and hours and hours just hacking at monsters and not really kind of feel like you've done an awful lot. I don't know, the game was incredible, don't get me wrong, I did really, really enjoy it and I have massive respect for what they've built, but I still prefer Bloodborne, I would say. I know that's still a big game in itself, but because it's more kind of semi-open world and you're ushered down a certain path rather than just being left to your own devices and getting completely lost forever, it just felt a little bit more, I don't know, just a bit tighter. I know Elden Ring had a lot of bosses, but there was a lot of repetition, I would have said, as well, with the monster design. Whereas I do feel Bloodborne, each of these bosses just felt so unique. Some of them were so grotesque and horrifying. I felt a little bit more on edge, sweaty palms while I was playing Bloodborne, where this you're often fighting people. Yeah, they're a little mutated at times and look a bit crazy, but yeah, I think the certainly the design of some of the things in Bloodborne certainly had me a bit more on edge. But no, I loved it, and I'm really enjoying going through all these Souls-like games. I've played a couple now, really trying to push myself. I'm thinking Demon Souls will probably be the next one. I didn't actually own it, but very pleased it's now accessible through the new PS Plus stuff, so that's going to be one of the games that I play next. I'll maybe finish off some of these others so I don't get a burnout from that type of game, of course. But yeah, so that's the games that I've played this month. I'm hopefully gonna push on, a little bit harder next time. Try and stay away from the easies if I can help it, but I know I'm not going to be able to. Don't judge me. I play difficult games as well. But yeah, I think it's been a pretty good month. I have been very busy, a lot going on with work and some personal stuff that I don't really want to talk about just yet. All good stuff. Yeah, we're all good there, but just things that me and the wife have been super busy. So yeah, gaming has been quite tricky, and yeah, but hopefully we can start getting back to it. So that's all my games. I hope you've enjoyed having a look at them. Hopefully you're not too annoyed with the games I've played, fingers crossed. But what we're going to do now is move on to something different. As I say, we're going to try and do this every month now, give some well-deserved mentions, and let's have a look at the amazing platinums you've been earning over in the Discord. See you in a sec. So let's do some Discord shoutouts, shall we? Just before we do get into going through what you guys have been earning, I just did say that I would give two particular people a little mention. That would be User and Master from the Discord, who were kind enough to help me and my wife with jumping on Tomb Raider, boxing off some of those multiplayer trophies. So massively respect that for you guys jumping in. I know User needed the trophies, which we'll have a look at. You can see he's platinumed it now, but Master already had them. So the fact that you've been willing to take some time out of your day, come in and help us, I really, really do appreciate it. But yeah, we'll go through. Apologies that this is going to be a little bit basic. I've just got them on my phone. I was working on a little bit of a graphic and it kind of went a bit skew with. But hopefully moving forward it is going to be on screen and something a little bit more professional. So what I've done is just popped a little bit of gameplay in the background from Elden Ring while we go through them, and then we've got our very own Mundo from the Discord, one of my great friends. He is going to be helping with some stuff that we're going to create, hopefully make things look a little better, and also start putting some leaderboards together, something, just a bit of friendly competition. We might even look at prizes at some point, but for now it'll just be a little bit of bragging rights, if you like. So what I'll do is I'll read through them. I know it's going to be hard for you to remember them all that I read out. So what you might need to do is listen to it a few times. I don't know, to see who you think has maybe had the last month. Just a bit of bragging rights, but let's see who deserves the coveted Platinum Jangus Platinum Trophy. Yeah, let's see who's had the best month of June, shall we? So jumping straight in. Again, apologies if I get anyone's name wrong. If I don't recognise a game you've played as being super difficult, maybe I've not heard of it. I do apologise. I don't have all the rarities in front of me. As I say, I had a little bit of an issue and I've just put this together quite quickly on my phone. But I did promise you guys would get a shout out, as it's well deserved, of course. So we're starting with Rayner. Although I don't have the rarity, I do know that they tend to aim for ultra rares and keeping their average trophy percentage quite low. So I imagine some of these are quite difficult. So they have done Soul Calibur 6, Dead or Alive 6, Lone Survivor, Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time, and Worms 2 Armageddon. So well done, Rayner, on those. We've got Excellence 3, who I have to say is very vocal in the Discord. Absolutely love you, buddy. Keep those conversations flowing. You do certainly bring a great presence, and I do appreciate that. You've done 2 very tough ones as well. Can't remember the rarity on Unit 13 which you've done, but I do know that Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified is an ultra rare. So fair play on doing those. I know it's only 2 platinums, but it's certainly 2 good ones to have. Dragon Dance 2X has done My Name is Mil, Grid Legends, and Grid 2. We've got Sturzy1195, who I've just done a video on very recently, as you will have seen. He's done My Name is Mil, The Addams Family, Mansion Mayhem, Dragon Pinball, and a cheeky auto pop from Fall Guys. Love to see it. We've got another one of my good friends, MC Sparky23. So they've done Shadow Warrior 3, Monster Jam Crush It, Sifu, Cooking Mama Cookstar, Ghost of Tsushima, BDSM Big Drunk Satanic Massacre, which is an unbelievable title, by the way. I absolutely love it. And Touring Carts. So it's been a cracking month for you as well. Hopefully we can see some more of those. Ocean for Alex has done Assassin's Creed Liberation, Ape Escape, and Everybody's Golf. Fair play, buddy. Good couple of games in there. We've also got our very own Molly as well, whose review I've done previously. So she's done Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl on both the PS4 and PS5, Tearaway Unfolded, Telling Lies, Lego City Undercover, which I'll quickly apologise for. When I'd done your review, I do believe I overlooked the date that it was currently being played, basically, and I'd looked at it and thought you'd maybe give it a miss or had given up, but you were clearly just playing it. So well done on getting the platinum, because it's a bit of a slog, that one, I have to say. Slayaway Camp, Clockwork Tales of Glass and Ink, Doctor Who, The Lonely Assassins. Very good month for you, Molly. I love to see it. We've got G-Virus, who's done Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl on both the PS4 and PS5 as well. I might need to get on that game. I haven't played it yet, but I should really have a look. Everyone seems to be doing it. So Fallout has done Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales and Unpacking. Fair play. We've got Zoltan8212. He's done Lost Judgment, IQ Intelligent Cube, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and Dead Cells. We've got another good friend of mine, Chris from Helix Cloud Games. We've got Unpacking, My Name is Mil 2, and Ape Escape. And regarding Chris as well, I do actually have him coming over today. We're going to be doing a bit of recording. I'm going to do reviewing his trophy list with him. And also to try and get people on camera as well. But when it's my friends, I quite like the idea that they're here. So he'll be coming over today. We'll get the recording done. It'll probably be out next week sometime. So we've got that to look forward to. Flick Pro has done FIFA 22. Love my football games, buddy. So fair play on that one. Mortal Kompa has done Odin Sphere, Leithrasia, and Pyre. Well done. Love to see it. Cyberstar 256 has had a nice month as well. So Ghost of Tsushima, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, Resident Evil 3, This War of Mine Final Cut, and The Quarry. So what a great month that is. Some very good games in there. Clearly like your Resi Evil. And as we say that, we're getting something similar with Griff. And what a month Griff's had as well. Look at this. So Saints Row the Third Remastered, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, Resident Evil 2, Vanquish, Resident Evil 3, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, Shadow of the Colossus, SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom, Ape Escape, Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, and Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. So what a month Griff has had. And when we're talking about the cheeky award for this month, again, it's just a bit of fun, bragging rights. What I'd like you to do is either in the comments, jump in the Discord if you're not in there already, and we'll talk about it in there. We can maybe just vote who we think has had the best month, just for a bit of fun, until I start to put these kind of official leaderboards in place that you guys can look at and can see. My good friend Leggy was going to be helping me with some stuff, so in the Discord you'll know him as Legmundo. Very, very good friend of mine. He's had a cracking month, and something I love to see, because although he's always been a gamer, he's always looked at trophies, he's really been pushing himself of late, and I love to see it. So he's done Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, Grand Theft Auto 5, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, House Flipper, Game of Thrones, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, Telling Lies, and South Park The Fractured But Whole. So what an absolutely unbelievable month that you've had there, Leggy. I really do respect it. It's cracking. Hopefully you can just keep pushing on. I know you said you're looking at going back to some old games, start bringing your stats up, so I'm really looking forward to when we look at your profile and kind of seeing how far it's come along. It'll be really good. And then my lovely wife, of course, we couldn't miss her out. She's played some amazing games, so I know it's obvious, but they are Nangus in the Discord, Mrs. Platinum Jangus, whatever you want to call her. She's done Infamous Second Son, Tales of Arise, Lego Movie the video game, and Anthem. So a couple of good little games in there. Like to see it. And then we've got Solosia. I'm sorry if I've said again anyone's names wrong. It is the first time I've said some of these out loud. Just correct me. I'm quite happy for that if I'm wrong. I don't like to be wrong when I'm saying things, so please tell me and I can make sure we put it all right for for future videos, of course. Massive respect to you as well, because I know you've had a lot of trouble with the Adventure Pals. I've seen you very vocal in the chat about how it hasn't, the trophies weren't working, it was glitching, all that stuff. So your perseverance on kind of playing through and through to get this done, the hat's off again. Really respect it, so well done on that. And you've also done the Dark Side Detective as well. SoundCloud1985 has done Just Cause 4. Only one game this month, but I respect it. I know it's a big grind, especially when you're getting all locations on the map. I actually had to print a map off and go around and crossing them off with a felt tip, because for the life of me I just couldn't, against my phone, I found a map online, against the TV I just couldn't figure out which one was missing. Eventually got there. Fair play for doing it. We get to User then, great guy, helped me with Tomb Raider, respected buddy. You've had a great month. So you've done Rise of the Tomb Raider, you've done Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, so you've obviously boxed that off when we played, so excellent. You've done Zone of the Enders, Jack X Combat Racing, Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, Burnout Paradise Remastered, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, Worms Battlegrounds, Psycho Pass Mandatory Happiness, and Catherine Full Body. So you've had a great month as well. Absolutely fantastic. And then just as I'm seeing all these, these platinums from different people, User, like Mundo, Sparky, Griff. We've then got Slack, who's only done one game, but it's Super Meat Boy. So does Slack automatically win? I don't know, you decide. I know it's a 10 out of 10. It's very difficult. I don't know how long they've been working on it for. Maybe need to jump back in and check, but to have that is exceptional. Yeah, I've bought it, as I've just mentioned, but yeah, whether I play it anytime soon is another question. So Gabba7's done Days Gone, Resident Evil 3, and Tennis World Tour 2. Good number of games there, so fair play. MZ has done the Treasures of Montezuma 4, Sniper Elite 3, and LA Noire. So again, only 3 games, but three good ones. We've got the Dire Phantom, who's only done one game, but it is just to give a shout out for their 200th platinum, doing Horizon Forbidden West. I know they were waiting a while to get that boxed off for their 200th, and what a game to do it with. One of my favourite games ever. I do think it is that good. Just the world and the characters, it's so amazing, and just to kind of walk around and explore, it really makes me fall in love with video games and kind of show me how amazing that that they can be, and how lucky we are, of course, to be alive in this time and playing these things. We've got Raven's Code, Horizon Zero Dawn, get in there. Battlefield Hardline, I need that one. So I'm missing one trophy. I think it's the Uzi kills, and is it like a double, some shotgun? No one plays anymore. Yeah, might need to look into that. Assassin's Creed Black Flag, unbelievable game. Sniper Ghost Warrior 2, and then we've got Hidal Harold, Martha is Dead, and My Name is Mayo 3. So some absolutely brilliant games. I know you're not going to remember all of them, so you might need to just have a little listen through, and it's just a little bit of fun. But if you guys wanted to, as I say, drop some comments in either on the YouTube video, if you wanted to join the Discord, or if you're already in the Discord, maybe put in there who you think has won it. Just a little bit of bragging rights. It doesn't mean anything, but you know, at the end of the day, you can say that you can hold your head up high and you've won June. I don't know, you've won at life, whatever whatever you want it to be. But no, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Just kind of going back to the beginning, any comments pop up, please ignore them. I'll jump on them and I'll remove this spamming nonsense that's happening on YouTube at the minute. I'll try and get on that as quickly as I possibly can. I'll leave all the links in the description, all my social media, the Discord. I know I bang on about the Discord, about come and joining, but if you're not in there already, you know, and you want either a trophy list review or you want your previous month platinums shouting out and reading out on the internet, all that good stuff, come and join. You know, I'm going to do it for everybody. What I don't want to do, regardless of how big it gets, is start ignoring comments, ignoring people. I want to try and engage with everyone. It's what I love doing, talking about video games, having healthy debates, all that good stuff. So yeah, come and join. If you've enjoyed it and you like listening to me waffle on and rambling, which I'm doing again, I need to stop that, then drop me a like, comment, subscribe, all the amazing stuff. You know, I love doing it. It just makes me want to come back and, you know, and do more when I see that. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Whatever you're doing, have a great day, look after yourselves, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.